Let's tap in, let's go. Come on this journey with me, please, inshallah.
Yes, sure.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى وسلم تسليما كثيرا كثيرا كثيرا. This is called the building blocks. LMFT, MSW, CNC, MABA, CPT, CHNP, ND, CPA, and a PhD, which is all fine, but the goal is to get FREE, which just so happens to not be FREE. But if we strive and push on, in the midst we can slowly look left and right, then our health takes flight. Escape in the loss of nutrition. Listen, all healers, we took an oath to do no harm. Yet lately it seems that the once pleasant farms have become a place of misery. Whether animal or vegetable, we are all susceptible to the unthinkable when it comes to illness. I don't want to think of you. I only want to envision you in a form of self-care, to be with your essential self, so we can all make an effort to keep GMOs where they belong, on the shelf. You are your own hero, but we have the hardest time letting go when we are the ones in question. And don't get it twisted. Sometimes it gets deep while trying not to unravel like a ball of yarn, but the oath to do no harm must manifest. So let your souls not rest until mindfulness becomes embedded in our DNA code, as the non-stop mantra opens up our way to better vitality and breathing. You can't stop what has to unfold. It takes courage to be bold, but it is us and now taking the oath to avoid illness to the best of our abilities. But the overcalcification of your pineal gland can make for fuzzy memories, and let alone focus in the present moment. If you can find a great source of organic produce, you better hold it. Each thought is a challenge and a recipe at the same time. Come get with me on some juicing. Trust me, you'll feel sublime. Just some simple steps that we can take to save our lives. Save our lives, save our lives. Yes, what a concept. We can't get upset with the powers that be when they label alternative forms of healing as non-scientific for show, because it doesn't bring in a profit, especially not the most profitable disease that we all know that starts with the letter C, even in spite of our degrees, as it's trying to spread trauma behind your eyes. So that's the only thing that we'll ever see. Nah, man, nah, there's another way. Do no harm. We can find many of our body's healing agents straight from the farm. And who can forget about that light that's inside you? That's why his name was called Adam, because the earth elements were all there. We have to stop existing and start glowing. And the only way to get there is to embrace vitality, and that's what's showing. All your sacred cells love introspection. Access it through the breath and sail on to the universe inside this body, and look for what you can never could see, for the fact that you, as well as everything, is pure energy. That's how we get FREE, and how to be yourself and not ME. And tonight at Soul Expression Live 3.0, we're gonna rock the house, can't you SEE? And my only cost to you is to trust your instinct. Now there is nowhere more important than now. There is nowhere to FLEE. Come and walk this journey with me to the one that's speaking to you, and we'll see you on the other side. Oh! This is my son. Never assume. And in case you didn't know, spiritual abuse is real. I know you feel me. In case you didn't know, spiritual abuse is real. Guys behind the outfits of purity, in some cases, it has been said to known to cause insanity. So many have left this because of the shame, but don't try to flip it and tell me it was a game or a test. And at best, let's just call it a conundrum, because when we entered in the beginning, it was so much fun. And then over the years, the fame turned to shame. Let me tell you a story. The master hovered over the chest to call to the path. The adder packs his things quickly and barely gets enough time to laugh and smile at his family. But golly gee, things move very fast when you're out of college and on your own, trying to get your hustle on and get that paper like a fiend. Hey, wait, you're the one I saw in my dreams. Teach me the path of truth. Learn the ways of others different than yourself and devote your time for something better to come. You see, the teacher was fine and he could see higher. Yet why is it over time some of us became tired? Although spiritual abuse is real, it's rather how each one of us chooses to feel and analyze the situation. It wasn't what the teacher taught. However, those around him vied for power, and at times, sometimes flaunt. You see, this piece is highly uplifting and will teach you how to avoid all ruination. Some of us are just not cut out to be followers. Man, some of my ancestors were slaves. So the minute I think you're trying to play me, you better keep it moving. I embraced Islam to be free, so tell me, what are you doing? But the story gets better. 10 years alone and I learned how to become a go-getter. Take whatever good you've learned and send it out to the world. You really need to stop hating and teasing people who say they want to live for love. Because after all, what else is there? We can sit in a circle and make mean faces and pretend we don't like it when someone echoes our praises. Live and let live, or should I say, see but don't see. Everyone has to face this illusion of a reality for themselves. You cutting down others won't score any brownie points with me. Why have people left? That should be the main question thrust upon he. Oh, this moment, there is no else where else I'd rather be. In case you didn't know, having a fresh start in life is real. Embracing positive sources of its being something you can feel. An experience is just that, an experience and not a life sentence, people. But it only works if you have the will to listen. And what does it mean to truly be free? It is not let alone to let someone define what's appearing in you, can't you see? Learn where your red lines are in the sand early, and avoid wasting years of feeling guilty. Any setting in which you are consistently being put down is not the place to be. Let me repeat that again. Any setting in which you are consistently put down is not the place to be. And if you are ridiculed for walking away, then just exactly how is that a family? A friend is a friend, even if they move to another galaxy. When you meet someone, never assume that you know them. Behind every frank grin is a journey in which you would never believe where their soul has been. And like a frozen phoenix, just waiting for time to thaw out and begin again and again. Otherwise translated as, you are your own best friend. Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you, Soul Expression, for this venue, for all the talented artists, for everyone for sticking around. I'm gonna have some fun with this poem. I hope that you can tap into it and get some energy out of it, and let's see where this goes, inshallah. This is called The Quickness. Sound your engines. It's almost here. Shh, can you hear it? It's almost here. Rajab, Shaban, Ramadan will soon be upon us, so have no fear. Rajab, for many years, your meaning was kept hidden from me. But these days, it's like a pre-workout spiritual exercise for a much-needed burdened soul. We have to make our upcoming days holy, worth more than coal, or we risk just passing the days with things less fruitful, oftentimes that just turns out to be empty. And not that we should praise ourselves, but once in a while it's good to count a personal victory, right? As these days begin to approach, you can almost feel the heart becoming lighter and lighter. If your heart is in love with the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there is not an ocean anywhere that can quench that fire. Ya Rasul salam alayka, Ya Habib salam alayka, salawatullah alayka. Now the month of Shaban is clear and the truth is manifest and shown, because one more month after that, we may be looking like more skin rather than bones. But in the meantime, can I ever come close to truly understanding your seerah? I'll try my best to imagine you meditating in submission at the cave of Hira. And because you stood up for us, we can make salah today. Who could ever insult you? As your legacy is with us, even though everything is trying to pull us away. Truly, we must say that if you woke up today and gave shahada, then you're rich in every way. Believe that it's real, and at times we can all struggle to feel the passion. That's why these months are worth more than what's trivial and moments that just can't seem to stop passing. Oh, what's that, man? Ramadan is here? Oh, yeah. Now it's time to put the stomach to the side and just see exactly what's going on in here. Stay clear. What's that you said? Isha prayer at 11 to 15 p.m.? Yes. Happy families and forgiveness? Yes. Oh, mashallah, the sisters made zatar bread for iftar again? Yes. Am I really not finding parking for Tadawir on this day? Yes. But you know what? We wouldn't have it any other way. And for 30 nights, our iman gets a supercharge. After many days of an emotional beating, it's simple moments that keep our smiles worth repeating. We're almost there. Shh. Can you feel it? We're almost there. But we don't have to wait. Let the internal presence of Ramadan uplift you when you feel like life seems to get a little bit unfair. And fasting is great for Monday or Thursday, perfect for pre or post Ramadan memories. And can you hear the echoes of past and future Eids? In spite of what some say about us, people are more intrigued by this deen more and more. And some are even embracing its ethics. You never know what Subhanahu wa ta'ala has in store. So sound your engines. Those Qurans we have to try to live them. There is no greater time to be alive and Muslim. Aki, can you watch my spot? Going back for seconds for this vegan babusa. It's killing it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you soon, inshallah.